All right, what's up, everyone? Today I am gonna go over the how I'm basically structuring my next month in order to launch a workshop. This is actually difficult because I'm listening to music while I'm recording. So I want to launch. I'm going to launch a workshop on how you activate your audience so that they are buyers, so that they become buyers. You activate your existing audience that is kind of dormant. They see your post, they like your post, they even message you, but they don't necessarily feel activated to buy from you. And I'm going to be building a workshop around that. So the first few things that I've done today is okay, how like the workshop. First and foremost, decide on a workshop date. That is the most important part. Or at least one of the most important parts. And I have decided to do it on the 28th of April. We are currently the 7th of April, Monday, 7th of April. So I have 3 weeks. And basically, what I'm going to do on that workshop is, or what I'm going to do within the next 3 weeks, is what I'm going to teach in that workshop, which is how do you activate people to join you on your workshop, to join you on your group program. Activating your audience can have so many different benefits. One of them is you now know how to activate them towards different resources. And each of those resources, depending on the price point, has a different activation system, right? Group program is at a higher price point, is different activation system than a free lead magnet. And the reason why it's a different activation system is because one piles on top of the other. And that is essentially what I'm going to be talking about on the activation workshop. And so I've planned my next 3 weeks, and I am today basically writing a campaign for the next 3 weeks. Every single week has a purpose. I'm going to be focusing on problem aware / solution aware content in the first week. In the second week, I'm going to be only focusing on solution aware. And then the last week, I'm going to be focusing on solution and product aware. So I'm going to be very much working on the workshop. Meanwhile, I am releasing YouTube videos that also bring in people to my workshop. And I'm also going to create 2 lead magnets that are, again, in the same line for the workshop. So you get them for free now, but you will also get them as a bonus for the workshop. So you can see how this is a whole system that basically one workshop has multiple purposes. And that one workshop, or the things that I'm offering in that workshop, are going to be created anyway for the people within the next 3 weeks. And so I have planned my weeks accordingly. This after having the date, obviously the workshop, you have an outline of what the workshop you want to do, and you have a minimum viable sales page. A minimum viable sales page is essentially what is it that they're getting, and when is it happening, and how much does it cost. The workshop is not for free because I believe that in order to activate an audience that is activated on free product is not an audience that is willing to buy just yet. There's a different phase of who you are in terms of, no, not a different phase in terms of who you are. There's a different psychology that you are in when you are in a do-it-yourself phase versus when you are in I'm problem aware, I'm solution aware, and I don't have time, right? There's a certain expertise, there's a certain experience that you must have had with the problem for you to want to buy something. And most of the time, the free stuff is either curiosity. For me, I download free stuff all the time just for curiosity and market research to see my competitors and see what they've got available, and also keep me up to date. But it has nothing to do, implementation. I mostly only implement. I actually only implement things that I buy from. And I am seeking, and this is again a different kind of audience, right? I'm seeking to advertise this workshop for people that are willing to buy from you. They are wanting to buy from you. They are wanting to solve a problem. So they are problem and solution aware, and they just need the product that matches that requirement. And for me, in my case, that is, they are aware that they have an audience. They are aware that you can buy, that you can sell and high ticket, even though you have a small audience. And they are aware that they're getting the likes and the comments. And they are aware that they don't want to spend all their time on content creation. And they want to solve the problem of getting more leads into their business. They want to solve the problem of getting more clients into their business. Using the current resources that they have. They don't necessarily want to add more complexity. So that's essentially the workshop. And yeah, I said I would go over the planning. So my planning, I can't switch this. My planning, I might put it into the video, but my planning is, I'm looking at my, what is it called? My Todoist right now, and I probably should screen record this. This is very scrappy, but I don't really care. I'm looking at my Todoist, and that's where I manage my tasks. And essentially I have 3 projects. I have my personal project, my business project, and I have a master plan. My master plan is where essentially I outline my marketing from a third eye view. And my marketing is always like, okay, what product, my content will always be a reflection of what product I am going to promote within the next month, within the next quarter, right? So in this specific case, in 3 weeks, I have the activation workshop, which is probably going to change the name, but that's totally fine. I'm going to decide on the name today. And for that, I need a few things. I need a few YouTube videos so that I get to build trust with that audience even before they get and build trust and build credibility, because I don't have many YouTube videos. I also have few testimonials, but the testimonials that I have are pretty good. And then I need to create traction. I need to get this in front of more people. Now, in my case, my audience right now, I have a lot of friends. I do have some buyers there that are interested in the activation workshop. I know that for a fact because I've texted with them. And I'm going to activate the ones that I have, but at the same time, I'm also going to build traction. So at the same time, I'm like, okay, I wanna launch some follower ads, and follower ads is essentially a way for you to get traction onto your profile. And then when they are on your profile, at least that's what I'm going to be doing. When they're on your profile, they will only see highly expertise-driven content for that specific topic that I'm going to be talking about, which is within the activation workshop. Now, the activation workshop is one part of the 3-part system to have a 6 to 7 figure coaching business with 4 hours a week, no sales calls, no launches every single month. And that is my biggest program that I'm going to be selling. But it's not the thing that I'm going to be doing a workshop on. It is also not the thing that I'm going to market. And the main reason why behind the thinking of this is it is such a broad and big topic, like building a 6-figure coaching business. It is something that is not tangible to people. Whereas if I can tell you that you will get 3 leads per week with this activation method using your current audience, or you're consistently pre-selling your audience for every new follower and getting at least one message a week, that is a highly enticing lead that wants to buy from you. That is something that you can imagine, right? And so that is the difference between whenever you are running a workshop or whenever you are running whenever you are promoting something, it needs to be something so tangible that people actually understand and see that they can implement it as well, right? And that is also one of the reasons why high-ticket coaching programs are why people struggle with selling high-ticket coaching programs, because it just feels so intangible. Even when you say like, okay, you're going to get consistent leads, it feels intangible from the identity that they are at right now. So yeah, just a quick side note here. All right, where am I? Audience activation workshop. Okay, that's it.